Is your pressure washer not priming from your buffer tank? Watch this on how to fix. Hey everybody, Nick here with SE Soft Wash, and today I'm going to be going over how to prime your pressure washer to your buffer tank. If you just switched from a direct drive unit over to a gear drive or a belt drive, or you're just switching from your normal spigot connect to a buffer tank, I had a problem priming the pump and it wasn't pulling from the buffer tank, so I'm going to go over how I fixed it and hopefully I can help you get it out. So let's get into it. All right, guys, real quick, we will go over the setup I have from the buffer tank to the pump. If you guys want specifics on, exactly the sizing, all that, let me know in the comments. I have no problem making a video on that. But just to keep it short and sweet, 65-gallon water tank, full with water. It's up to about here right now. I don't have 100% full, but pretty much full with water, much higher than that needs to be, right? We have hose, non-collapsible. Make sure that you get non-collapsible suction hose. That is very important. If not, your hose will literally come together. It'll block off all flow and your pressure washer pump will starve. Not good. You don't want that. That's the last thing you want. Make sure it's non-collapsible. I'd say 1 inch or more. You don't want to get, maybe you could go with 3/4. This is 1 1/4 inch inner diameter. I would go with that or 1 inch. If you have a bigger machine, maybe an 8-gallon a minute, you might want to look into that. Maybe get 1 1/2 inch. I think 1 inch is plenty for a 4-gallon a minute or a 5-gallon a minute. That's what I have right here. And this is 1 1/4. To keep it short, it comes out here. You follow it, goes around. I have this shut off right now, but usually this is on. Comes around to here. Boom. To the pressure washer. This is a 3/4 NPT. Goes into a easy, quick disconnect. I have this turned off so that I can show you guys. This just comes off and on real easy. Pretty simple. So, the problem when you first install a brand new gear drive or belt drive system is there's not water in the pump yet. And therefore, even if you have this tank completely full and you have this hose outlet on, you have this on, and you start your machine, it will not pull because there's no water in the pump itself. So, how you fix it is you connect your water spigot line. This hose is directly from that green hose line. It comes onto the trailer. It wraps around. It's connected to this. If I turn, just to show you guys, if I turn this on, right, this is where it comes onto. If I open that, water is pushing through, right? Boom. So if your pump is not pulling, if you have the pressure washer on and water's just sitting in here and nothing's going through, what I want you to try to do is I want you to get a pressurized line, a pressurized spigot, normal, how most people do, like residential pressure washers do, or 4-gallon a minute pressure washer guys do. You just connect this directly into your feed line, like so. So I want you to disconnect the buffer tank feed line. Boom, buffer tank out. Your spigot hose in. This doesn't have to be 2 separate hoses. You can literally take a a garden hose, connect it directly to this, and run it directly to the spigot. It does not have to be special. It doesn't have to be on hose reels. None of that. That's just how I have it. Don't worry about that. Garden hose from the spigot directly to the pressure washer. And then I want you to turn it on. I want you to turn your hose on, like so. Boom. And you're going to see that right here, you are having water push through your machine. Now, it's not enough to just have it run through your machine like this and then disconnect it, connect your buffer tank, turn it on. It's not going to work. You need your pressure washer to be on with this. That's going to get it used to sucking and pressurizing water, and that's going to fill your pump up, and then you're going to be able to suck from the buffer tank. So you do this straight from the spigot, garden hose to the pump. That's all this is. You have your ball valve open. Make sure it's open. Always have your ball valve open when you start your machine. That's pretty normal stuff, So, boom. We're going to start the machine just as you normally do. So boom, we got water Normal pressure washer, you know how this stuff goes, guys. You're gonna let this run from anywhere from like 10 to 30 seconds. Just let the water really circulate through the pump. That's really the whole goal of this. You're getting your pump used to water circulating through and through and through and through. So after about 10 seconds, should be plenty of time. We got this going. We're gonna set this off. Pressure washer is now shut off. We have this closed, so this is pressurized. We're gonna let the pressure out real quick, but not all of it. We're gonna stop it right there. Now, the goal is to not let all the water out of your pump. So how do you do that? Well, what I do is I turn that feed line off real quick. Feed line's off. So that we don't get freaking blown up by that pressurizing in that garden hose connection. We're gonna open this real quick and just let some water flow out just a little bit. You could probably leave it on. I close it just in case, right? Then we are going to, I'm gonna actually bring you down here. Now, we're going to quickly take this one off and connect your buffer tank hose back on like so. So, just to show, buffer tank hose is connected again. We're gonna open this. I mean, most of you guys will probably have this open all the time anyways, but keep that open. Boom. There's water in this now. It should prime. So I will show you guys that. All right. So we now have the buffer tank line installed. We're going to open this back up, right? No water coming out because we don't have a pressurized hose line coming through here. No water is going to be pushing out of this until we start the machine. So you're going to keep this open like you always do. Going to start the machine on low idle. Going to slowly idle it up. And as you guys can see, the machine is now primed. We have no problem pressure washing, none of that. We're gonna leave that open real quick. And I will show you guys exactly what's happened. So as you can see, we have it connected from here. It's going through there, through here, into there. No problem. I hope this video was helpful to you guys. I hope this solved your guys' problem of your pressure washer not priming, because boy, it was a pain in the ass for me to figure it out. But if it was helpful, make sure to drop a like, a follow, comment, subscription, whatever you guys are on, whatever you guys can do really helps me out. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.